it sticks with you, and I totally understand that. That's why I feel terrible.
Okay. Also, we'd like to welcome in from MZ Promotions, Dave Mooch. He on Ninja Style joined us. Dave, welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? What's up, man?
Okay.
So let's.
Go ahead, Dave.
So I don't know what you guys talked about, but I saw that whole Nia Jax thing, and first of all, I mean it's crazy how somebody like as yourself, who's claiming to be an indie worker and this top YouTuber and stuff, just try to embarrass a WWE star. That's not the first time you've done that stuff. You also done that to. You've done that to a friend of ours, the girl Donna, who does Rob Fury's show. I mean, you called her out, and that's not cool either, you know. And I know you say when you come to the ring and you get called fat ass and singlets too tight, etc. But hey, you keep on saying, hey, that's your gimmick, right? Is that what you say?
Yeah. Right. No.
So,
when I've been going to shows since I'm a kid, and you yell stuff at the wrestlers, and go to a football game and you yell, catch the ball, you bum. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's that culture. I mean, I've never gone to a wrestling show or a sporting event where everybody sat in the crowd and said, let's all sit here and respect the performers. People yell shit all the time, and I'm not trying to justify what I did, but it's when I'm recording. When I'm not recording myself, I literally sit there on my hands quietly. And
yeah, I know, but I mean, I hear that I hear that you're like this family man, and you're a quiet guy at home, but I mean, the stuff that I see and I hear, it's outrageous. What happened with Donna? Donna's probably one of the nicest people you can meet in this world, and you start bashing her on the internet. Yeah, but why would you bash her on the internet? Out of all people.
There was a picture of Kid Christian that someone sent me and said, who's in this picture? And there was, apparently, I guess it was Donna in the background, and she was blurry, but she just kind of looked like, I guess she was wearing all green, and she just looked like a green character in the background. And I said, who, the green troll? I said, oh, you're talking about Kid Christian. And not realizing that was Donna. It's on my thing. I was, again, as grim on the internet, making a joke, and then I felt terrible that, okay, now I really upset Donna, who, I'm friends with her on the Facebook, and I said, hey, Doc, I'm sorry. I was just being an idiot on Twitter. That's what I do,
Yeah.
And,
but you see how, like, stupid things like that, you do have a following, obviously, but then you've got your people that went on Facebook and Twitter and bashed her. They have no idea who she is. So she felt like shit. And, like all of our like little crew that we got up here doing these promoting stuff and everything, we're all cool with Donna. So that, it takes us to heart when somebody's going to bash one of our people. And then,
it's actually like nobody, none of my fans were actually bashing on her. There's a character on my show whose name is Donna, and I had posted a video that day with Donna, the person on my show. She's my neighbor. She's a blonde lady in her 50s. That's who they were talking about. And I get where Donna, the photographer, thought it was her, but it really wasn't.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that explains that. Just keep Donna out of it. She's cool people with us. So
I apologize.
If you want to talk about Richie from RDP, that's cool. But Donna's our people.
I'm cool with it. At least I think I'm cool.
No, we're cool with Richie too. We're just busting balls. We always bust his balls.
Okay.
I mean,
so
the only thing I can give a little bit of suggestion to kind of close out this topic with what happened with Nia Jax is maybe reach out to her again and just express to her that you definitely you expressed that you were sorry, but just express again, because like I said, she just posted something on Instagram, basically, saying that she's proud of her body, taking pictures of how she looked 10 years ago compared to now, and that she's plus size model and things like that. So where she accepted your apology, and she just it might not have sunk into her.
Right.
So, what do we got here? Okay. People are just messaging like crazy now. But okay, so let's get away. All right, well, let me ask you how this whole Grimm's Toy Show, which of course today I'm going to actually call it the right thing. It's the Grimm's Toy Show. I screwed that up on Twitter. And how did this all materialize? Like, I understand you were a wrestling fan, but how did this materialize into what you do on YouTube?
I basically, by accident, I started making action figure videos, and I made them to post to the action figure forums for Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. They have a forum where, people post about action figures all day long. And that was all I did, was I made action figure videos, and they were crude and disrespectful and all the things like that you guys would say, juvenile humor and whatnot, but people laughed at them. And I said, if I laugh at them and my friends laugh at them, maybe people will like them. And people liked them. I said, keep making these. So I did. And once a week I would do a little skit, because I had some wrestling training. So in the past, I would do like a little wrestling skit where the mailman maybe would steal my wrestling packages, wrestling figure packages that came to the door. Okay. And, and then I'd go beat up the mailman out on the front lawn. And then, every week there'd be something with the mailman, so we built up to a match, and we would just fight around the backyard. I didn't have a ring. I wasn't working no independent wrestling, anything like that. It was, I was working my regular job, and I would fight the mailman. And some of the guys I wrestled around with had zero training. Some of them had a little bit of training, whatever. But it was just us fighting around the backyard for a YouTube skit. And it wasn't serious, but people watched it. People liked it. So we kept doing it. And, I branched out into other things where I would review Monday Night Raw, and where I would make, an action figure style pay-per-view where it was literally me sitting playing with my toys for 15 minutes and making matches out of the action figures, and then shopping for the toys at Toys R Us and Walmart, and putting little voiceovers on it, and cursing and yelling and that kind of thing. And people enjoyed them. And because I like doing the skits with the matches and the fighting, I knew people in the business. Hey, could I use your ring? Hey, could I come to your school? Whatever, to try to do something in a ring, And that's kind of how I started doing it in the ring. And then they would ask me, oh, you should do it on my show. I bet you people would buy tickets. I said, all right, that's what you want me to do, sure. Okay. And then, now I'm back into doing independent wrestling, which, was something I kind of stopped doing 18 years ago. And it just kind of blossomed into that.
Okay. How many wrestling figures do you own?
At least 10,000.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I have so many wrestling figures, I forget which ones I have. I've been collecting them since I'm 12 years old.
Okay, it's interesting. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Okay, so it's a decent amount of time, that's for sure. Okay, so now we segue right into the whole independent wrestling thing, where lots of stuff has been said on the internet regarding you at shows, whether you have training or not, if you're safe in the ring, right down to the most recent incident that occurred in New Jersey, where two guys came out looking for a fight. Now, we want to, because we've done some homework here, and we've gone over and spoke to many people in the wrestling industry, and we want to kind of know what the training side of it. Where did you train? Who'd you train with? How long were you doing it?
Well, basically, I started my independent wrestling career. I went to an Empire Wrestling Alliance show, bought a ticket as a fan, talked to the promoter, and said, hey, I want to get into being a wrestler. What do I have to do? And he said, well, I got to take you over to the school. We got to teach you so you know what you're doing. You got to sell some tickets, and you can earn a spot on the show. And I told him, I do backyard. We made a little ring in my friend's garage at the time. but it wasn't. I said, I don't have any training. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. And so they took me over. The promoter was Ron Post, Billy Revell. They were running Empire Wrestling Alliance at the time. Took me over to Iron Mike Sharp and Asbury Park. This was in 1999. And there was a kid there. He wrestled by the name of Shock. His name was Matt Luongo. And I also met Paul Schofield over there, who's Hyena, Mike Parris, Mr. Motion. And, you know, these guys taught me what to do in the ring, how to run the ropes, how to bump properly, how to lock up, headlock, you know, all the basics. I only went there for about 2 months. I would say it was about May to June, or maybe April to May. I'm not exactly sure. It was a long time ago. But those were the people that were there. Mike Sharp was there. You know, I met him. He gave me a chop. It was the only time I've ever even seen him in the ring. But, you know, it wasn't not like I trained for years, you know, and I never claimed that. I said I went to Mike Sharp's and I learned how to be safe in the ring. And even today, I wrestle like Hulk Hogan. You know, I'm not out there doing stuff like Will Ospreay or Neville or anything like that. You know, I lock up and do shoulder tackles and chops and clotheslines and flashes and comedy. And, you know, I'm not trying to walk around and never say I'm a good professional wrestler, or I'm the best guy in the ring or whatever. You know, I'm safe. I didn't hurt anybody. Mm-hmm. I'm proud of that fact. It's a fun, easy match to work with me, and we go out there, and I try to make it enjoyable for the crowd, where they're going to laugh, you know, get them into it, that kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So if you say that you're a likable guy and fans like you, etc., you know, easy match, whatever, how come all these other independent guys around us and different promotions, different guys are saying that you don't show up until the ring is up and you bring entourage, and you don't give a shit about the whole promotion. You go to show up and that's it.
I show up and that's it.
That's what a lot of these guys are saying, right, Kev?
Yeah. I mean, they're basically, you're treating it like you're a paid outside talent. You don't have to help set up the ring, break down the ring. You just basically come, wait for the show, you do your spot, and you pick up and leave. You travel with an entourage of people who don't pay to get in, and you really don't put any asses in the seats or sell any tickets. So, like, what's your response to that?
Okay. Well, the one thing is, and you can ask any of the groups that I've wrestled with, is one, I'm not an outside paid talent because I don't ask any of these promotions for any money. Rob Fury paid me one time.
That's probably the quota of everybody he's paid once.
Well, I told him he doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, but how much do he owe you?
So, yeah. If you tell him he doesn't have to do it, trust me, he's never going to do it again.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's between you and him. But Fury, to me, he's good. I know a lot of people have problems with him. Trust me, I hear the drama. But to me, he's always been good, and I don't have an issue with the man at all. And yeah, when I do the indie shows, I've heard guys say that. How come you missed ring setup, and how come you're not staying after to break it down? And I tell them because I'm producing an hour of content a day for YouTube. It's a very, very difficult job to do. I don't have the time. And I said, and if that's a prerequisite of me doing the show, then I won't do the show. I am unable to do that. I don't have that time to commit to the show. Mm-hmm. I don't seek to be booked on shows. I'm asked to come to shows. If I was the guy saying, hey guys, can you please book me? I got to make a YouTube video. I can totally understand guys being mad at me for just kind of showing up, doing a match, and leaving. Mm-hmm. But that's not the case at all. Every booking that I've had has been the promoter asking me, hey, Grim, would you like to do our show? Maybe help us sell some tickets? And some shows, a lot of people come out to see me. Some shows, they don't. A lot of it depends on what I'm doing on the show. If I'm just in a 6-man tag, most people are, I saw Grim already or whatever. But if I'm going to challenge their champion for the championship, it tends to draw. But then people get mad. Wow, why is Grim in the championship? You know what I mean? And I get it, but it's like I said, I'm not trying to take anybody's spot or you know.